got my treble clef staff, got my bass clef staff. What comes after your clef sign when you're reading the page? Reading it from, from left to right, just like you read English, right? Just like you read a language, most languages. But I've got my bass clef staff and my treble clef staff. What comes after that is something called the key signature. And what a key signature does, it tells you basically what all the right notes are going to be for the whole song, or until it decides to change it. Because sometimes you change key signatures in the middle of a piece. It happens a lot in the middle of a piece of music. And so some of the more common key signatures we see, I'll try to do something like this for each one of them. For example, we'll start with, I'll just put a flat sign on this line. Remember that line right there? If that's G, that must be B. Must be B, right? So that means all of your B's are going to be B flat until further notice, right? Later on, they may put a natural sign on that note and it cancels that. But as far as you know, if at the beginning of a song you see a flat on the B line, that means all your B's are going to be B flat, all of them. Okay? Now, where's your B line in the bass clef? Well, it's down here. So that means all of your B flat, all of your B's are going to be flat signs, B flat. Okay? When they add another flat, it goes up here. If you're following along, or if you remember, this space right here, it's kind of a sloppy flat because I'm drawing at a weird angle and I'm not used to doing this on sitting down on a whiteboard with a cell phone camera, but that's in the E space. So now all of your B's and E's are now flat, are now B flat and E flat. Okay, now I'm going to add another one. Now if I add one down here, bass clef goes down here in the A space. So now all of my B's, E's, and A's are flat. B flat, E flat, A flat. And darken up this flat sign a little bit, make it a little bit easier to read. Okay, make them a little bit easier to read. If I need fatter markers maybe to make things easier to read. So we have B flat, E flat, A flat. That means all of your B's are B flat, all of your E's are E flat, all of your A's are A flat. Okay, and so when you start a piece of music from the very beginning, one of the first things you look at is your clef sign and then your key signature to see what all the right notes are. And you keep referring back to that while you're playing to make sure you're right, to verify. If you're coming up on a note, you're not sure if it's flat or not, your eyeball just kind of automatically jumps to the beginning of the line and then jumps back. And so you can constantly check yourself. B flat, E flat, A flat. If I were to add a fourth one, it would be on the D line. So all of my D's are now D flat, right? So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, B-E-A-D, bead. It's an easy way to remember it, I suppose. But that's a key signature. You look at that key signature to begin with, so you know what all the right notes are on the line. I'm not going to erase all of these. I'm just going to erase a little bit and then clean it up here really quick, because you practice doing this too, right? And anybody who's been in class with me has seen me do this many times, because sometimes your clef sign, after your clef sign, your key signature is filled with sharps instead of flats. So if you happen to have a sharp, it's going to be on the F line. It's going to be on the F line. Remember where the F line is, right? The second line down, that's what we call the F clef, right? That means all of your F's are F sharp for the whole piece of music. Unless it changes, because sometimes they do, like I said. So then the next one's going to be C. So that means all of your F's and all of your C's are now C sharp. And then we do G, right? F, C, G. And F, C, G. And you just memorize the order of these things. So when you see three sharps, you know all your F, C's, and G's are sharp. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. Okay? And then you just kind of memorize those. So those are your sharps, but this is a key signature. And what the key signature means, I can't say it enough times, is that those are what all the right notes are on the entire piece that you're playing. So you're looking at all this one note after another, and you run across an F. Oh, is that F sharp or is it not? You look right there. Oh, yep, sure is. All of your Fs are sharp. Okay, within reason. Sometimes they do change. There you are. Key signatures.